Mama's dead because you didn't answer the phone. So what kind of man is you?
So he turned to his dad and said that his mama's dead because he didn't answer the phone.
Okay.
And we are about to watch the Louisiana parole hearing for a man who has spent the last 47 years in prison. It was 1979 when he killed his father. He shot him in the head with a shotgun blast. And it seems that the fight was over, I don't quite know. It seems that his father maybe ate his hamburger and then his mother died in the hospital and it's confusing, and the warden actually translates his heavy Cajun accent for us and the parole board, which is a first. Now, let's jump into this really insane Louisiana parole hearing.
Steve Chairman, 89-200.
Okay. 89200. Okay. Very good. I'm going to read in for the record the rest of your pertinent information. Okay. Your name is Mr. Steve Samony. Your DOC number is 89200. Let's see here. Your first class offender. Your parole eligibility date is 3/19/2018. You don't have any good time. Your full term date is life. You were sentenced to life, and that you were sentenced on 4/20/1979 for second degree murder, and your sentence was life. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Will you please tell us what put you in prison? What was the crime? And why should we release you early?
Killed my father. Shot him in the neck one night because he disrespected me. He left me at a business place where we did something to eat. He ate my hamburger and he left the spaghetti and meatball for me. He knows that I don't like spaghetti or meatball. And he went home.
I'm having a hard time hearing him.
Yes, I am too. We're having a hard time understanding you well.
Can you speak louder?
Can you speak louder?
Yeah.
Start over because I didn't catch anything from the beginning.
My name is Steve Samony.
Okay. We got,
89200.
okay. So what puts you in prison today?
I shot and killed my father
And why did you do that?
because he left me at a business place. He disrespected me totally.
All right, let me repeat that a little bit. He disrespected you in what way?
You don't leave your son at a business place and make him walk home. I mean, I know it's no reason to kill him, but
Can't understand what he's saying.
He said that he made him walk home from a business place. Is that right?
That's correct.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay,
Thank you.
and wasn't it that there was a hamburger bought? Is that what?
He ate my hamburger.
He ate your hamburger and then he made you walk home from the business place. And then what happened?
I got home that night. The phone was ringing because they called him from the business place to come pick me up. He just left the phone ringing. My mother was in the hospital. And I said, Dad, how come you didn't answer the phone? Because I know you called. How can I be calling? I'm right here. He said, boy, you pulled the tricks. I said, no, I ain't pulled the tricks.
Hang on 1 minute. Warden, can you repeat what he said? We're really having a hard time understanding it.
So when he got home, he asked his father why he hadn't been answering the phone, because you were trying to call the house.
Yeah.
Because your mother was in the hospital.
Right.
And so you got home and you asked your father why he wasn't answering the phone. and he told you that you were playing tricks on him or
Yeah.
something of that nature.
Yeah.
That's as
Okay.
far as we've gotten.
Okay, what happened next? And the warden can repeat it for us. What happened next?
He said, I didn't answer the phone because I know that you called.
He didn't answer his dad told him that he didn't answer the phone because he knew that talking about Mr. Salmon, that was calling. So that's why he didn't answer, because he knew his son was calling.
Okay,
And I picked up the phone. And I said, hello? Yes, this is the Samuel right there. What happened to my mama? She died. When did she die? 45 minutes ago?
So he picked up the phone while he was at the residence.
Yeah.
With your father present, right? And he didn't disclose who was on the other line, but he said, hello, and they were disclosing to him, whoever was on the other line, that his mother had passed away about 45 minutes ago.
okay,
And I hung up the phone. I looked at my dad. See, Mama's dead because you didn't answer the phone. I said, what kind of man is you?
So he turned to his dad and said that his mama's dead because he didn't answer the phone.
okay.
Oh, what kind of man are you? Is what he asked his father.
Okay,
He stepped up to put his hand in my chest. Some man, let's go over your head. And I said, no, Dean. Took his hand, I brushed it off. So like I brushed with my right. And we struggled for a little bit. And then I walked away.
So he had a little physical altercation with his father, is what he was describing, about the hand movements and stuff. And then he said he walked away.
okay,
Came back that night. I went to the gun rack. A 16 gauge shotgun. Opened up the gun where the bullets are covered. And a 20 gauge shotgun shell. A 20 gauge shotgun shell will not shoot a 16 gauge shotgun. According to people, according to records. Well, I put the shell in the gun. And he went and laid down. And I walked up in the bedroom. And I pointed the gun at his face. And I said, no, I better not pull the trigger. My dad's big. If I hit him in the chin, I'm just gonna knock it off. He will get up and whoop my. So I walked around the bed, pointed at his jugular like he should be. And he turned his head a little bit, and I pulled the trigger. That's 1 second I wish I could take off time.
So I'm not sure what all you heard, but later that night, after the altercation, he went to the gun rack that was located in the house, loaded a 16 gauge shotgun with 20 gauge rounds, went into his father's room while he was laying down, walked around the side of the bed, aimed the shotgun at his jugular, and pulled the trigger.
okay. Then what happened next?
Blood hit the ceiling. Blood hit the ceiling. Coming out of a 4 foot, 3 foot, he stopped, he was dead, because throw the jugular vein in his ankle. There was no argument. He was dead.
Mhm.
I just went looking for his wallet. Wanted to get some money. I found the boat key. I never found the wallet, Mama never found it either.
What did he say?
After you asked what happened next, he said there was blood on the ceiling, I think he reached to check his pulse,
Yeah.
knew he was dead, and then reached for his wallet, but he couldn't find it, right? He couldn't find his wallet. And then the last thing he said was that neither did his mother find his wallet.
So what did you call the police? How did somebody find his body? Or did you leave and go somewhere and then somebody came and found his body? How did that happen?
Yeah, I left the house and I just went to the boardroom and I stayed in the boardroom about 5 hours. It closed at like 2 in the morning, so I got in the car, I just drove around a few hours. And I went back to the house, took the money, couldn't find nothing. I mean, I knew where my mother kept her silver dimes at. I knew it was $400-500. And I opened up.
So let me stop you. So he left the residence, went to a bar room for approximately 5 hours. And then drove around afterwards and went back to the residence, and now he's describing looking for some of his mother's belongings.
Yeah. And I knew it kept her silver dimes at. She worked at a restaurant and she saved all the silver dimes for my $500. And I opened up the box I knew was in, there was nothing in the box. 35 cents. 3 silver dimes.
He was looking for his mother's silver dimes. She had approximately $500 worth, is what he said, but when he opened the box, they weren't there, and there was only 35 cents
Yeah.
in the box. That's where we're at.
Okay. Well, that brings us how the murder occurred. And then you got arrested. And then you were sentenced to life in prison.
40-year life.
Pardon?
40-year life. Judge said 40.
He's saying a 40-year lifer. I think he's referring to the possibly the act under which he was sentenced. Why he's eligible for parole, I think during that year or that time frame.
Oh, I see. Okay. After he served, what is it? Is it after he served 40 years? Is that what it is? Okay, let's see. Does either of my colleagues have any questions?
Well, I have the lead on the case and I'll just make some notes and then be prepared to vote. Mr. Samony has no programming to speak of since he has been incarcerated. He has had 234 disciplinary write-ups that I can see. Of course, the last one being in 2018. So those two issues right there are enough for me to be prepared to vote at the appropriate time.
Okay. Jabara?
Why haven't you completed any programs while you're incarcerated?
I think they finished substance abuse. I finished 5 or 6 different courses.
He said he finished substance abuse and 4 or 5 other courses. But as long as he's been incarcerated, those could have been taken many, many years ago prior to them being reflected as CTRP courses.
No,
So you're seeing the same thing I see, no classes, right?
Yes, sir.
How long ago did you take them classes, Mr. Samani?
I supposed to get out in 2000.
Okay.
All
right.
You know? But
No more questions.
All right, Mr. Samani, heard your statement. Do you have anything else that you'd like to say? Because we're fixing to vote. We're prepared to vote.
Yeah. I'm tired of being locked up. Really tired. I did 47 years of a 40-year life sentence.
Okay,
40 years is up.
He's tired of being locked up. He's, served 47 years of a 40-year life sentence,
And I just want to go.
and he just wants to go home.
okay.
And he was going to nine. They'll send me back. They'll send me back tomorrow.
Even if you, being the board, denies him, you will still be sending him back home. Is that correct?
Because being locked up so long, I'm really scared of the streets. Because
Being locked up so long, he's really scared of the streets.
everything has changed out there. But give me a chance to find out if I can make it, please.
But give him a chance to see if he can make it out there, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, Ms. Ledoux, is your case. You vote first, ma'am.
My vote is to deny parole based on institutional conduct and lack of significant programming. He was pled down, and so my vote is to deny.
Okay, Mr. Barra.
And if we wanted to grant you parole today, you have not completed the required programs that you need to be granted parole. So you're going to need to look into that if you ever want to get another shot at being released. But today I vote with Ms. Ledoux that deny parole based on insufficient programming.
Okay, and today, I concur with Ms. Ledoux also, institutional conduct and lack of programming. So today, sir, your parole has been denied, and that ends our business today. And it is 1:48.
I wish they had kept the camera on just to see his face, to see how he reacted. Like, did he actually think he had a chance at parole? Does he even want parole? I mean, it's, to think about this. It was an interesting sentencing structure, right? They said 40 years to life. That's what he received. He was parole eligible in 2018, but which meant he could have applied in 2018. He waits instead 7 years after that to apply for parole, shows up, and I mean, I think this is the definition of being institutionalized. I talk about these parole hearings should be played in the PhD programs for anyone who's curious about law and incarceration, and those who want to say they want incarceration reform. It's like, you can read all you want, you can look at statistics and data, but you gotta see these hearings, actually understand what we're working with here. This man can't ever be free. Is he dangerous to anyone? I mean, I don't even know if he can walk, but like, what is, or how old he is, but I can't even recall. I mean, obviously he might, but that's not the point. The point is he wouldn't succeed. And some of you might be saying, well, where's a parole project for this guy? And the thing is, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess he would have qualified under Act 122. But I don't know. It's different. I'm not sure, because I don't know. Maybe they would have mentioned it, but he was parole eligible back in 2018. But it's scary. The way that he talks about the incident, the way that it's like he talks about and I don't know if he was trying to claim that he didn't know the shotgun would go off because he had the wrong gauge in it. If that's the direction he was going, I'm not quite sure. And maybe he's saying it was a mistake. He didn't think it would go off. He was trying to scare his father. His father ate his hamburger. He was walking back. And mother's in the hospital. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, it was interesting having the warden translate for us. And oh, he was looking. You know, I'm looking at notes. Thank you, Annan, for recommending that we watch this hearing. And you know, um, and uh, and saying, you know, Mandoo, this one you should check out. And he has some notes on it. And apparently, also when he shot his father in the jugular, then the way he talks about the blood on the ceiling, right? It was just so bizarre, right? It, you know, the parole board asked him what happened next, and he said, "Well, there was blood on the ceiling." Like just like as a matter of fact, that's what happened next. Maybe he's an IQ thing. I don't know. It's so weird. And then he went to go look for his mother's silver dimes that was supposed to be like $500, but it was just 35 cents. And I feel like that is kind of the perfect ending for this type of insanity. A family wiped out in one day. His mother, I assume, by natural causes, the hospital. He then kills his father, and he goes to prison. And I don't know if theft was some motive. He was going to take the money and run, and it's just 35 cents there. It's kind of like that is the ending you would expect. Then he goes into prison and gets 234 write-ups, which if it's, we may have seen a couple where people had more, but this is definitely, I think, the top three probably that we've seen show up to parole. And he would never have gotten parole, even if they want to give him parole. There are rules. You need to do the 100-hour pre-release. So, you know, he'll just die in prison. These are the kind of folks that will definitely. I don't see how he, you know, what else is there to say? You know, when he only has a 5-digit DOC number. Whenever you see the 5-digit DOC number versus 6-digit, you know that you're dealing with an old timer. 89200. What kind of life is that? 47 years locked up. And with that, I'll let you go.
He went to the gun rack that was located in the house, loaded a 16 gauge shotgun with 20 gauge rounds, went into his father's room while he was laying down, walked around the side of the bed, aimed the shotgun at his jugular, and pulled the trigger.
Okay. Then what happened next?
Blood hit the ceiling. Blood hit the ceiling. Coming out of a 4-foot, 3-foot day stop, you know. He was dead, you know, because from the jugular vein in his ankle, there was no heartbeat. You know, he was dead.